Quickie workout, take 2.
This is a short workout where I'm going to help you make some key connections in your body around your pelvis and around your hips. We'll start this exercise lying down on your side. Rest your head on your arm, bend 2 knees in to 90 degrees. Pull your tummy in and resist the urge to tuck your bottom under like this. Don't do this right now. Take your pelvis and keep it long. Take your top hand, put it on top of your pelvis, and push your pelvis away as your bottom part of your pelvis and spine lift up. And then drop that down, bringing the top pelvis closer to your armpit. Reach your top pelvis away as your bottom waistline lifts up, and then drop your bottom waistline down as your pelvis comes closer. Lengthen one more time and keep that length, and take your top leg and reach it long hip height. Many times what happens is the leg wants to hang down. We're not going to do that. You're going to keep the leg nice and level. Your top hand can just come to remind your belly button to pull in, and then place your hand right on the mat. Start with this top leg lifting up and down. Now, as you lift this leg up and down, become consciously aware that your top waistline is not moving and not wrinkling. So continue to reach away with your top leg as you lift that leg up and down. And let's do this 5 more times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Pause. Now flex that heel, kick your leg forward, point your toe, pull the leg back. Inhale, forward leg. Exhale, squeeze your bottom back leg. That's my ankle. Give it a little crack there. Forward, and then reach it back. And then 2 more times forward and back. And then last time forward and last time back. Come to stretch that heel long 1 more time and bring that leg back to your chair position. Take your top hand again and now put it right on your bum right here and lift that leg up so it's parallel to the ground at about the height of your pelvis. Hold it right here. Now you'll notice just as you hold that leg there, it starts to build up a little force back here. This is an endurance type of exercise, so we're just going to do a little holding moment here. Take an inhale, take an exhale, relax your head on your arms so you're not tensing up all your leg muscles. Continue to hold it right here where this is. You can take this top arm and make a little kickstand with it. And now we'll start the movement phase. We go up and down. As you lift this top leg up and down, try really hard not to roll your pelvis forward and back. So sometimes what happens is you want to roll back like this. You don't want to do that. You just want to move your leg up and down. We'll do this 5 more and 4 more and 3 and 2. Add the belly lift 1. Hold that leg there. Take your bottom leg and press it down into the floor. You'll feel your hips working in the same area. Now take this top leg and kick it in front of you. And now you have a long lever arm. This is a little bit tougher now. Lift that long lever arm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7. Try not to rush. 8 and 9 and 10. Bend the leg in, lower the leg down. Feel all the work in the back of this leg. Now take your body and move it a little bit forward onto your mat. And take both of your arms in front of you. And now go to open your chest towards the ceiling and feel how now you get a stretch in that hip area that you just worked. So don't force it, but face your chest towards the ceiling. Your top arm is reaching away, but it's not falling down. And you feel the twist of your oblique muscles, and you feel the lengthening up the hip muscles that you just worked. And then take that top arm back, reach it forward, stretch your spine forward as if you're looking down, and then 1 more time, open it up. 1 more time, open up the chest and reach the chest open. Bring yourself back to level. And now you're going to prop yourself up on your left forearm. Holding yourself up here on this left forearm, you'll see that the bottom part of your body is long and the top part of your body is short. Take an inhale And as you exhale, like there's a little handle here, and you're going to lengthen your top ribs and shorten the bottom ones so that your two sides of your ribs become parallel. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, lower those ribs down, side bend your body. See how the bottom part of your body is long and the top part of your body is short. Take an inhale again, and then exhale, lift those top ribs until you feel your ribs are level. Pull your tummy in, press your two thighs together, and now let's come to a holding pattern. Firm up the top arm, pull your belly in, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower your pelvis down, side bend that torso one more time. And now switch sides. So with your arm resting and your head resting on that arm, bend your two knees into a chair shape. Take your top hand, put it on your pelvis, and we'll do this lengthening away again. So lengthen your pelvis away and then shorten your pelvis towards your armpit. Lengthen the pelvis away and then shorten it towards your armpit. Lengthen it away one more time. Reach your leg long, stretch it out, pull your belly in, and now we add leg lifts. So from here, making sure that the leg lift is coming from the side of your hip and not coming from your waistline. Belly button pulls in, head is resting on your arm. We'll do 5 more, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last time, 1, lift and hold. And then line your leg up again, kick it forward and back. So the heel flexes forward, the toe points, it pulls back. Flex your heel forward, point your toe, pull it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Let's do 3 more. Forward, pull back. 2 more forward and pull back. Last time forward and pull back. Bring your knee to rest back in the chair position. Take this top leg in the shape it's in and lift it right up off the ground. Feel the connection through your back buttocks and hold yourself here. Add your belly button pulling in. Remember that belly button pulling in isn't harsh. It's just like a little mini vacuum. You're just pulling that belly button in there. Now take this entire top leg in the shape it's in and lift it up and down. So the holding phase of the exercise is really important for endurance, and then the movement phase of the exercise targets different muscle fibers. So both are very, very important. And your hip muscles, incidentally, behave both with endurance work and in movement work. So their responsibility is in both stability and mobility. And if I keep talking, you'll forget that you're lifting this leg, and then we do 3 more, and then 2 more, and then last time, kick that leg out in front of you. Try not to let it sag down. Hold the work in the back of your leg. It's a long lever arm now, and here we go, 10 times. This leg might actually be a little bit more tired because it was actually working when it was in the down part. I mean, when you were on the other side and it was the down leg. 2 more, and then last one, bend your knee in, lower down. We might have done a couple extras there. Prop yourself up now again on this elbow, and feel how now the bottom side of these ribs and the bottom side of this waistline are lengthened. The top part is short. You're going to press into your arm, press into your knees, and lift these top ribs up as the bottom ribs become level. You're going to hold that right there. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, take your time to lower that pelvis down and side bend your body like that. And then take another inhale. And as you exhale, these top ribs lift up. So you're lengthening and shortening the oblique muscles in this side plank position. And then lower yourself down. Sometimes you might be pleasantly surprised that just this small side plank really does work those obliques. I mean, we'll build up to bigger side planks as well, but these smaller side planks are really important. Come to your hands and knees now. On your hands and knees, feel how if you press your shins down, you get nicely connected into your buttocks. hold yourself here, look right between your hands, and go ahead and look at your elbow creases and have them just face each other to start with. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, just see if you can pull your abdomen gently in without disturbing anything else. So try not to sag your head down or lift your head up. Try to make your head just be in line with your spine, like the crown of your head is reaching long to the wall in front of you. From here, imagine that your back ribs are going to lift to the ceiling. So it looks a little bit just like this. And then you release down. If I drop my head too much and just round my upper back by pushing my shoulder blades, then I'm not really getting the invitation to the spine and the ribs to open up. So let's do it again. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, feel these ribs pull away from your shirt and feel the area below your shoulder blades kind of round just a little bit. Hold this shape here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press your two shins down into the mat. Activate your hands towards your knees even though they're not moving, and just hold that there. And feel that as a shortening of your front body and a lengthening of your back body. And then bring yourself back out to level. From here now, we switch our focus to arms and legs reaching away from a stable center. So take your left arm and your right leg and look at my leg. Sometimes people lift this leg too high and it comes to an arch. And what we really want to concentrate on is having a lengthened spine and a straight leg. I don't know if you can see that, but this is much more energy through my arm and my leg, and then we bring them down. And then we switch. We take the left leg out, we take the right arm out, and we charge them up. We lengthen them away from the center, and we hold, and then we lower down. One more time on an inhale, reach. Exhale down. Last time, inhale, lengthen, charge, reach, hold. Exhale, everything comes down. Here's the tricky part now. Curl your toes up underneath you. Take that rib cage up just a smidge. Nod your head just a smidge. So now, your spine is in a rounded shape again. I'm going to press on my hands, pull my belly in so deep that my knees barely lift up off the ground. Take an inhale, take an exhale, lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale big, exhale, navel pulls, back ribs lengthen as I lift my knees, floating them off the ground. Strong, charged up arms, lower down. Last time, big inhale. Exhale, lifting the knees, scooping the belly, float them up off the ground. Count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower down, and rest. Sit your bottom back towards your heels. Don't be in a hurry here to just drop the head, but instead push the mat away from you. And see how that kind of invites your spine to come back. So your head is in line with your spine. The more your spine stretches back and starts to round, you can see that my head can actually start to go a little bit lower. And then we'll bring yourself back out. Let's come to lying on your back now. So lying on your back, we've warmed up the body in a different way rather than starting on our back. So now you might even feel like your back is a little bit flatter. So make a mental note here. Let's take your one leg down long. I just really want you to see this when we start. That the front of your thigh is nice and long. I want you to see what happens to the thigh if I kind of squeeze my butt too much. Do you see how that kind of lurches my shoulders forward and it kind of tenses my thigh? So let's lengthen all that back out. And lengthening doesn't mean we arch our back. Lengthening just means that we grow long without bulging or shortening in the front. So just from this position, lift this leg up and down. And kind of be surprised that the weight of your leg alone is a nice challenge for your core. Do that 3 more, and then 2 more, and then last one, And then bend that knee in, stretch your other leg out long. Sometimes when we work really hard to tighten the leg and lift it up and down, let's go ahead and start that while I kind of chat with your body here. A lot of times people's necks, they start to go like this because they're actually working too hard in their neck. So what you almost need to do is you need to kind of down regulate your neck and just relax your head. Sometimes it helps if you prop your head up on a towel or a little blanket. But if you just focus in the center, I think that's about 1,000,000, and then bend that knee in and put that leg down. So from here now, press your feet into the floor or your mat and just receive that with the soles of your feet. Many people tend to lift their toes up and they stay all active in the front of their shin and stuff like that. So let's have the top of the feet just be soft and pressing them gently down into the mat. So from here, we'll do a little invitation to the pelvic curl. So as I sink my belly and start to curl my pubic bone up, and then I'm going to roll my pubic bone back down. Let's curl the pubic bone up again and unroll it again. And now let's take the pubic bone in the opposite direction. And as you do so, you'll notice that it doesn't go very far. And I'm not asking you to lift your ribs, I'm just asking you to roll your pelvis away, and then it's your hip joints that are actually receiving that motion. And then bring yourself to level, press your feet down, curl your buttocks up underneath you. That's a lengthening of the low back and a shortening of the front. Let's lower down to level and then lengthen that pubic bone away. Sometimes it helps if you unweight your feet just a little bit, and it'll let you roll that pubis away just a smidge and then bring yourself back to level. Now let's take it up and do a bridge, an articulatory bridge, which says I press my feet down and I press my feet away as I start to curl my tailbone and lift my bottom up. Breathe in, let your chest be open, and just keep pressing to lift up. You'll notice here that your head wants to change shape and your neck wants to move. Try not to do anything with your head right now. Firmly press your feet down. Attract your upper groins. Remember, that's where your hips are. Attract your upper groins towards each other. You'll feel that liven up your backside a little bit. And then drop your waistline down. And then roll yourself out to level. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. Exhaling, the feet press away. The belly button drops. The tailbone curls. We roll ourselves up. Hold yourself here. Liven up your legs. Press your feet down. When you roll down this time, don't over tuck your bottom to roll down. Because if you just lie your rib cage down and your spine down and leave your pelvis to the last little bit, it almost does its own unwinding. Now we're going to curl up from the top to the bottom. Take your two hands behind your head. Lace your fingers. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your head and start to curl your trunk and look between your knees. As you glance your eyes towards your pubis, you'll know that you didn't do this. Okay? This is kind of thrusting your pelvis up and everything kind of bulging here. So let's go backwards. Drop your bottom down. Feel how that flattens out the abdomen down here. And then you're going to curl forward so that your top ribs, or your bottom ribs, if you will, come closer to your pelvis. In this position here, if you're not really careful, your head will want to pull forward. But what I want you to do is curl your trunk, and then your head comes along for the ride. And then lower yourself down. And we'll do that 3 more times, all connected. Inhale big. Exhale. And then curl. Hold the curl. Inhale into your back ribs. It will almost make you feel like you're curling up further. Inhale. Exhale down a smidge. Inhale. Exhale down a smidge. If you smile, you'll use some different muscles. Inhale and exhale down a smidge, and then lower your bottom, or lower your back all the way back down. Separate your feet kind of as wide as the mat, and just mobilize your hips. So as you drop one knee in towards your opposite ankle, you'll notice the sole of the foot turn up on that side. I'm not forcing this hip, but I'm letting the reaching of the knee invite my pelvis and a spine twist. And then I'm unrolling that down, returning to center. I'm going to the other side. Inhaling, and then exhaling. And then one more time. Inhale, left knee in, sole of the foot facing away, unwinding down. And then last time. And then bring yourself all the way down. And then rest. A small workout with a lot of information for your body. Thanks for joining me.